I do worry about the ability to have privacy. I know you and Matt talk a lot about using Bitcoin with privacy, self custody practices, things like that. It seems like if the end game is that they don't expect the industry to go away, whether it be Bitcoin or crypto, they want to play by their rules. You've seen in other countries and other places, laws around, having to register your hard wallets, and really, like, is there a future where it's still going to be an option to use Bitcoin privately without breaking laws, without putting yourself at risk? How do you view that in your portfolio at 1031? Do you guys worry about that?
We don't really, I mean, I don't think worry is the wrong, we expect it. We expect the governments to overreach and try to thrust these overbearing regulations, particularly around KYC and AML laws and compliance and the travel rule bullshit. We expect them to turn up the heat and try to thrust those types of regulations on not just the industry, but I think they will try to attempt to thrust it at the protocol level too. I don't think they'll be
Mm.
successful, and that's a concept I believe Nick Szabo popularized it, is when it comes to making Bitcoin easy to custody and then easy to use privately. Like, the whole goal from a technology standpoint, from the software standpoint, is to make the cost of regulation too high. And so you make it, the way you do that is you make it extremely easy to self-custody and use Bitcoin privately. And yes, that's part of our focus at 1031, is investing in backing companies that are building tools and products that make it easier and more intuitive and out of the box native to use Bitcoin as privately as possible. Because the way that they would try to thrust these regulations on are using chain surveillance tools like Chainalysis and Elliptic, and using their heuristic analysis to essentially enforce the laws that they want to thrust on the network. But the whole goal, again, going back to making it too expensive to enforce, is to destroy that heuristic analysis. And so we don't need to get too technical here, but there's ways in which you can use Bitcoin very privately, and there's things that are getting added to the protocol and on second layers that make it easier than ever to do that. And so the goal in the industry is just to get products and services to market that make that as intuitive, easy, and native as possible. So it's effectively becomes impossible to have any chain analysis heuristics that are accurate or reliable.
Yeah, in some ways, I worry that, like, that will be kind of the one of the choke points. I mean, like, even with recently with Unchained, was using their newer service where they can, I think, just can they buy and sell, or just sell? They can buy and sell Bitcoin, right?
Uh,
Uh,
it's very easy to buy. Selling
very easy.
takes a bit more. I've
Okay.
sold through Unchained, and they're working on uh, making the sell side of things much easier. You can sell, but it does take um, more compliance.